Hey everyone, Christina here from A Life Well Documented, and I just wanted to do a quick flip through of my 2019 December Daily album. I got this album at Michael's on the sale rack for like $3, and I thought it was adorable because it has this kind of snowflake pattern. The lighting in here, I have the blinds open because it's raining, so I wanted to get some natural light in. So you can't really quite tell the color, but this is more of a tealish blue than a flat blue like it may look in the video. But I was really excited about this year's December Daily for a couple of reasons. First reason is that this is the first year I've ever used a kit for December Daily. I got a kit on sale from Hip Kit Club. It was their 2018 December Pocket Scrapbook Kit. So I wanted to try it out. It was a great price. So that was the first reason. Second reason is I was able to finish my entire December daily shortly after the first of the year. So by the end of January, this was all done. And I actually did a page a day, which I am really happy about. Most of my December dailies, if you've seen some of my other flip throughs, and I'll go ahead and link them down below here, most of them have been a couple of pages in this year, a couple of pages in that year. So I actually have one book that has like 3 years worth of December daily in it. I have a really small family. It's just me and my mom. And I have a very small circle of friends, and we don't necessarily do a lot in the month of December. So there isn't quite as much for me to document as people who have, kids or a husband or, larger families or anything. So I was really excited for those things. So let's go ahead and get started and show you what I did. So this first page, I basically scrap lifted off an Instagram or a Pinterest post. Um, some of the things were a little bit different. This down here was a different type of icon, but I had this Santa from a previous December kit that I had made. So I wanted to use him up. I used some sequins. I'm not sure what else they used. And then these two stars came in the hip kit for December along with this background paper. This is just another paper that I had on hand, and I thought it was a nice contrast because while this is the lighter pink with the red line, then this is the red paper with a lighter pink design on it. So as always, I have my calendar at the beginning of the month. I made this calendar in Adobe InDesign. The nice thing about having a background in graphic design and technology is having use of software like Adobe and stuff like that. So I just made this quick calendar highlighting a couple of days and things that were important to me. So most of this is either like this was a card from the kit and I just stamped the number 1 on it, and that label is already on the card, so I just wrote December on it. Many of these are just paper from the kit. The kit came with a lot of 12 by 12 paper, which I cut down into either 4 by 6 or 3 by 4 cards and then use them sporadically throughout the book. I like using index cards for my journaling on top of the background paper, so you'll see quite a few of those in the kit. But this was just after my mother came to visit in my new house, and her grand kitty missed her and was laying on the blanket that she was using. And then this was some leftover, these were from Thanksgiving dinner, and then just some beef roast that I cooked up. This is another kit card from the kit, just stamped. There's like 2 or 3 different stamps that I use to try to make the dates consistently, depending on if I have a larger area to stamp or if I have a smaller area where I want to put a date stamp. So I just moved into my new condo that I'm renting for the next couple of years and redid my craft room. Normally you would see the 4x4 Kallax bookcase back here, but they couldn't get it up the stairs, so that is down in the living room, and I have a little 2x2 up, or a 2x4 up here, which I'm really happy about because I want to downsize. This whole bottom row is paper and I want to get rid of like half of that. So, and then underneath this work desk where I do my buttons for my Etsy store is a lot of other storage little bins like this plastic one. I want to downsize and get rid of a lot of those too. So these little dots came in the kit. This is some of the background paper, and then of course another journal card. Some of the pieces were a little bit larger, so I was able to use them on the 3x4 pages or a couple of the 6x8 pages that I've done. And then with some of them, like this card here, this has a little bit more journaling on it, so I used a piece of washi tape. And then I know that there's added journaling on there. If I would have been smart, I would have done the journaling so you could read it just by flipping the card up. But hey, lesson learned. So, but then it had some really cute puffy stickers that I used on some of the different papers. This was a December bucket list that I made, and I got through half of it. So, again, another large stamp, just some paper and a card. My tree won the annual battle of cat versus tree this year because my condo is smaller. I wasn't able to use my end table, so I stacked them up behind my door, put my tree on it, and voila, cat-proof tree. Not a single ornament lost this year. As you can see, this is blurred out. This is my my team at work, our company holiday party. So that is blurred out for their privacy. The nice thing about my work is they always put a big tree up in the middle of the courtyard. And I'd been working a lot of overtime in December, basically like 12 hours a week. And I would come in, it was dark, I would leave, it was dark. So I thought taking a picture of the tree in both light and dark would be kind of cool. And then that's another card from the kit. This was for the first video that I was able to do back in my new craft room. So it was the Hip Kit Club haul unboxing video that I did. Now I didn't buy all of this in December. I actually bought all of this back in September. Used some of it in the scrapbooking I did in October at the scrapbook retreat that I went to, the crop, but I was finally able to do a video of the haul that I did, so I wanted to get that up and have something fresh on my YouTube. And then just a little bit of journaling down here. So this is about my Etsy store. It's a very small store. I'm very happy with that. I have a full-time job, so for me it's more of a creative outlet. I make things that I like and I provide them for sale for other people who might be interested in them. So for my store, this is just a little bit about, you know, what I did for the month. And then this was my December freebie. I thought that was a really cute button. It can be a button, it can be a magnet, or it can be a flare like it's used here. So I thought that would be a really cute idea. So here is my 2020 planner layout. So I almost ditched Happy Planner this year, but I have 20 different sticker books and I figured I'd give it one more try. So I went with a different layout that I like the functionality better. The week is on this side, and on this side you can track projects and errands, appointments, phone calls and emails, and then have some area down here to write your focus. So I did that. These are wood chip letters that came in that hip kit for 2018. So here, both my work and the neighborhood, everybody was decorating, so I thought it would be cool to take some pictures of the different decorations. This is one of those larger pieces that I was telling you about from the kit. The kit came with a lot of pieces that wouldn't fit necessarily in a 3x4 or a 4x6 pocket, which I thought was kind of odd because the cards for the kit were 3x4 cards. So, but some of these were just really large. So I decided to incorporate a couple of larger 6x8 pages to focus on one photo and use some of these larger embellishments. So this was, you can't really see there. You can see it a little bit maybe. The snow has glitter on it, and there were a bunch of tags like this in the kit. That is my baby girl Raven. Again, just another large photo to kind of mirror the back of the other. And then this was another tag from the kit with just a little bit of background paper to kind of set it off from the background. As you can see, this is blurred out. This is basically just stuff about me and work and how I was able to really have the opportunity to grow at work. And it was a great time for me to shine. And that really paid off because shortly after that, I was offered an apprenticeship where soon I will be getting a promotion. So this, again, you can see is blurred out. This is me and one of my coworkers. We went out for sushi to catch up and chat. Another card from the kit with just a little index card for journaling. Here again, another card for the kit, date stamped on it. Pattern paper from the kit, index card for journaling. And then this is like a before and after of what the storage was when I first moved in and my new storage underneath my staircase. We had a lot of crazy weather in December. This year was not typical Arizona Phoenix weather. So lots of rain, lots of cold. You can see the mountains up here, which is just outside the city of Phoenix, had snow on them, which isn't a sight we see on a regular basis. So had to take a picture of that. And then I made a new listing for my Etsy store for mix and match because I've had quite a few people ask about, oh, I only want 2 of those 6 buttons, or I want 1 of this set and 1 of this set. So I have a new mix and match listing on the Etsy store. And then with these 2 pages, I just pretty much mirrored the pages. So date stamp, background, solid paper behind the photo to make it pop off the pattern paper, journaling, use of the arrows. These arrows are die cut from Thinlits die that I've had for years. So, and then more journaling down here. So this was my early Christmas or Yule present from my mom, so I wanted to document that. Again, just, another card with a journaling on it, some date stamping, and then some puffy stocking stickers. The packages, this card I just put together. This is just pattern paper and then 2 different pieces of the ephemera from the kit. A lot of people do the reasons why. I just needed a filler page and I happen to have this already printed out. So this is even not accurate. This is like several years old. This is like my reasons why from like 2016 or 15 or something like that. But whatever, it's here and it's nice to look back and see how things have changed. Here is me and my baby girl just having a nice little cuddle on the couch. These are some of the other word phrases, kind of like wood chip word phrases that came in the kit, or chipboard word phrases that came in the kit, but they have this kind of nice wood look to them. And then another tag from the kit that I just raised with some pop dots. I like mixing up the pages sometimes, so this is a 4x6 photo with 3 2x2s. So just put some pattern paper, stamped stickers, Season of Joy, a little bit of journaling, and then a couple of smaller photos, to support the overall theme of the page. Same thing on this side. This was my dining room and I'm sorry about the glare. There we go. This is my dining room when I first moved into my house, the different stages it was at. It was just, and it was worse than this even. This was just a whole wall of stuff because I didn't have room for it. I had to get rid of a lot of stuff because as you can see, my space is so small. So I got rid of the 4 chairs that I originally had with the table, got 2 smaller chairs that fit in that space, and got everything all straightened out. And now that is my nice, neat little dining room. So here again is just another thing blurred out because of work. This was another time to sparkle and shine at work, so I wanted to document that. This is a photo of my mom and a surprise Yule gift that I gave her. I'd been telling her for years that I was going to do a portable hard drive with all of her movies on it. And this year I finally got the portable hard drive, put a lot of the movies that I have that I know she likes on there. These, we're lucky. We can plug these right into our TV and then just watch our movies digitally from these. So I got her one of those, and now I am copying all of her DVD collection. I asked her to do a little bit of journaling and then just threw a couple of puffy stickers on a piece of paper and date stamped it. This was something new that I'm starting. We do our gifts on Christmas Eve. We don't do anything on Christmas Day except just enjoy our company with each other and have dinner together. So not really a lot of photos happen on Christmas Day. So this year I did holiday wishes and what I am wishing for the next holiday season. Here we have some more weather. This was a great tag. This came in the kit and it was perfectly fitting because for Phoenix, and yes, this is subjective. I know this is not considered cold for many other parts of the company or country, but for us, it was in the 40s several days in December, overnight lows in the 30s, lots of rain. So it was just very, very cold. And then this sticker has some cool little shaker in it, like little snow. Here we go. Here's another thing from work. Again, extra journaling is going to be on the back of this card. And I think this time I was smart and did it the right way. I did do it the right way. Yay. So extra journaling here, just some highlights from my year at work. And then here is a little story about my hair. I thought this would be a fun way to use all of these little photos I got of my cat being weird. I went and got my hair colored for the holidays, cover up all that gray, and my cat did not like the smell or something, and she started trying to bite my head. And I just thought that was hysterical. So I wanted to use all of those extra photos and then, one large photo here. These are just little memes that I picked up from the internet, different things with a couple of these were little cards, Twinchies, I think they called them, from a couple of years ago. I just had extras laying around, so I wanted to use them up. Here is the 29th of December. As I mentioned, I really had to downsize a lot. I've started doing that over the last couple of years, moving into more of a minimalist lifestyle. The rest of my house shows that, my craft room not so much yet, but this was my last donation. I did an entire carload to our Arizona Humane Society thrift store. They have a couple of locations here in Phoenix, and I love donating to them because they are local, they are independent, and all of the money earned from the thrift store goes back to the Humane Society to help support the cats and dogs either waiting for homes or that haven't been able to find homes. So, and then there were two events on the 29th, again, blurred out for my friend's privacy, but I went out for sushi with another one of my friends who I've been friends with for years. And then these are just a few other pieces from my December daily from the past that were just laying around that I wanted to use. But as you can see, I really like sushi. I will eat sushi any time of the day. I will eat sushi any day of the week. I love sushi. Enough said. The 30th of December, this was great. I am missing one photo, so I mean, I guess technically my album isn't done yet, but it's almost done. It's, the rest of it's done, so I'll worry about that later. But this card was from their 2018 kit, and underneath this arrow, it actually has 2018. So I just covered that up, put another little date sticker down here with the same color blue, used a similar color blue for the background to make the journaling stand up off the piece of paper that looks like journaling, and then I'll put the other photo here. December 31st, again, really excited to have like a page a day done. So not only was this the end of December, the end of the year, but it was also the end of a decade. I mean, how crazy is that? We're in 2020 now, so a whole new decade. So much has changed over the years. But this card here, I used, this is another one of those chipboard word with the wood grain. As you can see, it's rather large. Some of the ones are even larger than this, so they wouldn't fit on the 4x6. But I wanted to just use this and then have a couple of these little holly chipboards next to them. This is something I started doing back in 2018. I have a mason jar next to my desk with little strips of paper. And throughout the year, as good things happen or things that make me happy occur, I write down little bits and pieces about those events, put them in the jar, and then the following year, December 31st or January 1st, I open the jar and I read through all the different sayings. Now, some of these were from 2018, some of them are from 2019. A lot changed over 2018 to 2019, so kind of fell off track with that, but I'm getting back on, and that will be a new habit or new tradition that I do for next year. So, and then here for the last page, I just wanted to do a list of goals for the year. So I have a lot of different things on here, from physical health goals to financial goals to goals about personal growth. So I just used one of the tags and a couple of little puffy stickers, and that is my final page for my December Daily 2019 album. I would love to hear from you. Do you typically use a kit when you do December Daily like I did this year, or do you just kind of mix and match and make up your own thing? Comment down below. Let me know if you do use a kit, which kits do you use? I definitely think I want to try that again for next year. So if there's anything, any comments you have, please feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, if you like this video, consider subscribing. I share videos, my album walkthroughs, process videos, some of my hauls, different tips or tricks for like organizing things. So, and if you have subscribed, make sure you hit that bell button down on the bottom to receive all notifications. My goal for 2020 is to upload at least one new video a month. So stick around and see what's in store for 2020. Hope you guys are having a great year so far, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.